This order block and fair value gap strategy is the best. So it will help you to trade with confidence in the market. So watch it up the end so that you don't miss anything. And please, if you haven't subscribed, do it down there and give a like to this video. Share it friends so that they can also benefit from this video. Okay. So now this one we're going to focus more on fair value gap and um, and order block. Okay. So now I made a video about fair value gap. I'll put in a description, and about order block also I'll put in a description, so you can go and watch it again. So now here we want to see when they combined, what does it mean, okay, and how do we trade it. So always to get a high probability setup, uh, a fair value gap must be near the order block, right? So now, for example, this is the first candle, as we said in the fair value gap strategy, and this is the another candle, okay? And there was this high momentum candle in between here, and it left a gap. So that means there is this fair value gap, okay? So that is a fair value gap, but to be a high probability fair value gap, there must be an order block. Or to get a higher probability order block, there must be a fair value gap. So this is an order block. Also, we talked about how to identify an order block. I'll put it in the description. Okay. So now that is an order block. This is a fair value gap. That means this is a very high probability setup. So when you add it with market structure, for example, this was a break of market structure to the downside. Okay. It was a break of market structure. So when you add those three things in your setup, you can see how profitable you will be, and you can see how the market moved after that. Okay, so now let's go. All right, so now we are here. This was a break of market structure right here. Okay, this was a break of market structure, right? Then after that we go here, we identify what we call a fair value gap. It was right here. It was kind of big. It was a fair value gap, but to be, of course, we said for that fair value gap to be a high probability, there must be an order block, which is right here. Okay, and also sometimes the market will come back. Sometimes the market will come back to the order block, and it uses this fair value gap as liquidity. Then it comes to order block and it sells again. Sometimes it will do that, and sometimes it will react from the fair value gap and it moves. Okay, so now it depends when the market reaches your zone, either fair value gap or order block. You get the confirmation from the lower time frame, then you can be able to enter the market, right? So now we are here. Let's go here. Okay, so now there is this one. It made some market structure shift right here, because this was a low right here. Okay, that was a low right here, means it made a market structure shift, leaving a fair value gap right here. This is a fair value gap the market left. Okay, that's the fair value gap the market left, and this was an order block the market left right here. Okay, this was an order block the market left here. So now when you go to your lower time frame, you see that this market actually, it was this zone, it was retested perfectly. Okay, it reacted from the fair value gap. Okay, it reacted from the fair value gap, guys. Okay, so now let's go here. This was a high probability setup right here. This was a break of market structure, or you can call it a market structure shift, because it was a bullish trend, then it turned into a bearish trend, right? So now we have an order block right here. Okay, this was an order block right here, and this one here, it was a fair value gap right here. Okay, so now this was a fair value gap. Can you see how higher probability this setup can be when it is combined with a fair value gap and an order block? Can you see how higher probability it is? So now someone would just enter right here after getting confirmation from the lower time frame. Here I'm not showing any confirmation, but you can really go to the lower time frame and get information, guys, right before entering any trade, right? So now we are here. This was BTC. We tried trading this BTC using fair value gap strategy also. Okay, because now these were double bottoms it made. Then this was a neckline that was broken, right? This was a neckline. Okay, then it was broken. And after nickel being broken, what do? We go and we look for the zones we shall trade from. Okay, so now we have a first zone right here. It was a fair value gap, though very big, but it was worth it. uh, then after that, fair value gap right here, though it was kind of big, but it was worth it. Okay, so now you can see the reaction of the market when it reached our fair value gap. There's that reaction it made. Okay, then it was a nice trade after confirming that okay, there is a fair value gap right there. Okay, so now just this fair value gap strategy, it is really very good. Okay, so now we had this example right here. Okay, this was a break here, then after confirming the break of market structure, we come here down, a fair value gap right here. So just fair value gap strategy when added with an order block, it is really very nice. And you will see that when there is a fair value gap, that zone is a high probability one, and it always has to turn from either a fair value gap or an order block. You can see that zone, right? When the market came back there, you can see the reaction that it made on the fair value gap. That's why some zones that are really that you might find on a fair value gap or an order block, you might even find when the market didn't react any. Okay, so now this strategy will help you to gain confidence when entering these trades.